There's a place somewhere nearby, amongst the flowers and the morning dew. It's a secret paradise. Everybody's waiting just for you. Yes, here comes my other bee, with the greatest friends that you ever see. Yes, here comes my other bee, with a brand new story just for you and me. Yes, here comes my other bee, with a brand new story just for you and me.
I prefer on top, and you? Do you prefer pedaling with your thumb on top of the handlebar or underneath it?
Honestly, I don't know. But I do prefer pedaling when I don't have a cold.
Annie, you okay?
Yes?
Do you want to take a break?
Oh, yes, I sure would. I have been out of breath all morning.
Surprise inspection, ladies! And I'm warning you, I woke up in a foul mood. Only 16 pots since this morning. Unacceptable. Incredible speed mode! Astronomical speed mode! Nightmare speed mode! Oh, excuse me. What is this? Who told you to stop?
Annie's feeling sick.
Well, working is good for you, so hop to it.
My colleague needs a rest. We'll resume work after.
I said nightmare speed mode! Immediately!
No more crazy production speed.
She's right. We're fed up with surprise inspections and all the rest.
Mr. Prime Minister, we want a break every 2 hours and an extra pot of honey a day.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Have you all lost your antennae? Never!
Fine then, we're on strike.
All right, children. Today we will study the natural process that we call pollination. And now, who has an idea of what pollination could be? Yes, Maya, go ahead. What's going on?
More breaks, more honey. The worker bees are too exhausted. More breaks, more honey. The worker bees are too exhausted.
Everyone! We'll go back to work at the distillery once we've gotten everything we're asking for. More breaks, more honey.
The worker bees are too exhausted. Looks like they don't want to work anymore.
A strike?
And what's a strike, miss?
It is when you refuse to work so you can obtain something you believe is fair. All right, back to your seat. You have a lesson to finish. So, about pollination.
The worker bees won't get anywhere with beeswax.
Don't worry, it's an adult thing, Maya. We shouldn't get involved.
But no worker bees means no distillery, and no distillery means no honey.
What? That is really bad. We've got to do something.
What if we ask the ants to replace the worker bees in distillery?
That's not very nice for the bees who are on strike.
Don't worry. Ants aren't used to making honey like bees are, so I'm sure they're going to make a mess of it.
What?
That way, Beeswax will realize that he needs the striking bees and will give them breaks and honey so they go back to work. Brilliant, huh?
Well?
Just trust me. It can't possibly fail.
Employ ants in the distillery?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not too sure. Couldn't we just give the bees the breaks and honey they're asking for?
Oh, why not holiday, Sue?
Of course.
Never! You put me in charge of the personnel in the hive, and I will not give it to a bunch of lazybones. For once, I think you have an excellent idea, Maya. Bring me the ants on the double. Now!
Your Majesty? You'd be doing us a big favor.
Work in the distillery? Why not?
So that's a yes?
Affirmative. It's been very quiet in the meadow lately. My soldiers don't know what to do with their time.
I've got you, you've got me by the chinny chin. The first one to laugh out loud will soon let his, you grin.
So who's the first anyway? Is it me?
I don't really know. Usually the first one is always the colonel.
So he'll lose his grin then?
When do we start, Maya?
Right away. Beeswax is waiting for you.
More breaks, more honey. The worker bees are too exhausted. More breaks, more honey. The worker bees are too exhausted. More breaks,
Work at night. 1, 2.
We make sure everything's alright.
3, 4.
In the distillery all the day.
5, 6.
On the line the ants will stay.
7, 8.
We all work at the same rate.
9, 10.
When it's done, we feel great.
11, 12.
Maya, what's this all about? Are the ants going to replace us in the distillery?
Don't worry. It's a plan to make Beeswax realize that he needs you.
Ah.
It's very simple. You just have to remember 3 things: efficiency, rapidity, and rapidity.
Affirmative, Prime Minister, but you did say rapidity twice.
It's the most important. You must take the honey as quick as you can.
Roger. Soldiers, take your position.
Just you wait. It'll be a real mess. The ants will get fired and things will return to normal.
On my command, get to work!
Oh, it's beautiful. Colonel, I'm hiring you in the distillery until the fall. What do you say?
Affirmative.
Marvelous! Marvelous! Come on, Colonel, let's share this wonderful news with the Queen, shall we?
I'd better think of something else.
So, what happened?
Well, the ants are managing really well.
Huh?
So, maybe you should end your strike.
Never. We want breaks and honey, and that is that.
But right now, you don't even have work.
Unless, since the ants are doing your work, you'll just have to do the ants' work for them.
You mean we patrol instead of them?
Yes, that'll make them mad. And then Beeswax will have no choice but to call on you. And then bingo, you demand more breaks and more honey and he will have to give in.
Hang on. Can you say that slowly?
Just trust me. It's going to work.
Your Majesty, I'm telling you, it's the best work I've ever seen in my life. Efficient, rapid, and rapid.
I understand, Beeswax, but what about the worker bees who are on strike?
Well,
Don't worry, Your Majesty. The bees found a job.
a job?
It's a fresh and sunny day.
1, 2,
Liberty for worker bees.
3, 4.
We are done with the distillery.
So the strikers finally called off their unacceptable strike?
Yes, you could say that. Since there are no longer any guardians of the meadow, they have decided to replace you, Colonel.
Oh, no.
They've gone patrolling near the pond.
They're doing our job?
Well, yes, you're doing theirs after all.
Oh, no. Your Majesty, excuse me, but I have to leave at once.
What are you doing?
I quit! Ensuring the safety of the meadow is our mission!
No!
Sunny day. 1, 2,
Liberty for the worker bees.
3, 4.
We are done with the distillery.
5, 6.
We patrol and we are free.
Stop, everyone. 3-minute break.
It's a disaster! Oh, the most disastrous disaster of all time! No workers means no honey, and no honey means we all die!
Another reason to bring back the workers and accept all their demands.
Well, I'm not sure.
Beeswax, you are in charge of the personnel, but I am in charge of the well-being of all the bees. So go and get them, please. On the double. Maya and Willie will go with you.
Your Majesty.
See, it'll work out.
Halt! Man,
Colonel.
we just quit our jobs at the Hive, and we're taking up our work in the meadow again.
Oh.
There you are. I have something to tell you. By special order of the Queen, I accept all your conditions and ask you to come back to work.
Oh, yes, but no. I mean, negative.
I'm sorry.
What do you mean negative?
Well, in fact, patrolling is quite nice.
And it's relaxing.
And being out in the fresh air is good for my cold.
We don't want to return to the hive. We've decided to keep this job.
Oh no, I knew it wouldn't work.
You don't understand.
Guarding the meadow is very dangerous work.
Yeah, you don't fool me. Walking in the meadow and singing is not dangerous at all.
But there are threats, for example.
Frog!
Exactly.
Soldiers, attack the tongue!
Go, right now!
Thank you, Colonel. You're right. You don't become a guardian of the meadow just like that.
Affirmative.
There we go.
Maybe it's time you all went back to work now.
It's late. We'll work tomorrow.
Surprise inspection! But what are you doing?
Break time, Your Excellency. We resume in 10 minutes.
I've had enough!
Poor Beeswax. He can't take it anymore.
I think he'll be going on strike soon, too.